Another thing, there was this part where the one woman that he wind up she felt, they met up at the dinner, and the part where Ray Charles talked about the hummingbird, you know. So that woman, the first woman that he, you know, had this started dating and had having a relationship with, she basically told him, she was like, well, um, she brought it to his attention. She's like, well, he was like, well, who is Ray Charles? And she was like, well, I don't know if you don't know, you know. And he actually found himself through the music. He started speaking, you know, his own voice, so he was just playing the music. It was his thing, like he needed an outlet. The piano was his outlet, but he hadn't fully expressed himself, so he's holding it all in, playing the music, just the energy, letting the energy, speak for him, but it wasn't enough. And eventually, once he started voicing how he felt, then that's when, things start to shake, mountains start to move, you know. So it's basically like an instrument, Obviously, it's an instrument, but he broke through the music. He found himself through the music. And that's different because nowadays we find ourselves before we tune into the music. It was vice versa for him. He found himself through the music. Just something to think about. Something to think about. Hmm.